Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing LAFC 2, Club America 1, the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup CONCACAF playoff. LAFC wins. They advance to the Club World Cup, win $9.5 million, and join Group D with Chelsea, ES Tunis, and Flamengo. America is eliminated. They bought their way to this match. Let's be real. Yeah, they were the highest ranked team in CONCACAF through the FIFA rankings. This is true. But Televisa paid for the sub-licensing rights to TUDN for this tournament, thinking America would be in it after Leon got punted. And they lost anyway. Can't win a thing. Have not won a thing in 2025. No Club World Cup spot. No $9.5 million. No Champions Cup. No Clausura. That was the bare minimum. Was a tetracampeon. And you can't do it. Oh, clowns of the week. It's coming, but LAFC 2, Club America 1. La Copa Mundial de Clubes. Repechaje de la CONCACAF. LAFC avanza de la Mundial de Clubes. América eliminado. LAFC en la Grupo D. Chelsea, ES Tunis, Flamengo. LAFC avanzar. La tiempo extra. América fuera. Payaso de la semana. América y Televisa. Fuera! América. Clowns of the week. And Televisa. Get out! But let's talk about the match before I start trolling even more. Halftime, 0-0. 0-0, medio tiempo. America started off as the better team. LAFC started out like they had no chance in hell. Let's be real. They looked afraid. The first 45 minutes, especially the first 10, 20, they looked afraid. They looked shell-shocked. They did not look like they thought they had a chance in hell of winning this game. And then as the game went on, they built into it. They played better. They looked like the better team. They tired out America now, sadly enough, in the second half. 64th minute, Marky Delgado goes foot in to Sanchez as he takes a shot, studs up. I hate to say that, but it is a penalty. It is a penalty. CS penal. CS penal. Si era penal. That is a penalty. They check it on VAR. They give it. They were right to give it. I won't even lie. That was a correct penalty to give. Brian Rodriguez steps up to take it. He slots it home. 64th minute, 0-1. 0-1 de la America. But they wouldn't win off that. 89th minute, ball crossed in by Buwanga off the corner. Igor Jesus with a header just past Malagon. He can't get there. 1-1. 1-1. And LAFC, they pushed for it. They got that equalizer. They held on for 8 more minutes with the 7 minutes of stoppage time. And they go to extra time. Full time, 1-1. 1-1 esta noche. Halftime of extra time, it is 1-1. Middle tiempo de la tiempo extra, 1-1. Honestly, through the first half of extra time, LAFC were pressing even more. They looked like the team who wanted it more. They pushed for it. They did not want this to go to penalties. They were going for it. And America just got tired and tired and tired and more tired. And LAFC pounced. And then 115 minutes. Denny Buwanga scores. Frankie Amaya plays it on to Girault. Girault taps it to Buwanga. Buwanga takes a laser of a shot that deflects through a defender's legs. Nutmegs America defender. Past Malagon. 2-1, 2-1. That's it. After extra time, 2-1. Post tiempo extra, 2-1 esta noche. LAFC avanzar de la Copa Mundial de Clubes. LAFC advances to the Club World Cup after a 2-1 win. Fracasazo de la América. Fracasazo de la América. It ain't anything more than that. I'm sorry. Fracasazo. Fracasazo, América. It was a horrible failure by América. Horrible failure. You can't sit here and tell me that's not the worst failure in Mexican soccer, Mexican football history. That's got to be it. Club-wise, the biggest fracaso in Mexican football history. At least, certainly the modern era. Certainly the modern era. Nearly tetracampeón América versus LAFC, who aren't even that good this year, lose. And you can't give me the, it was away. No. That's an excuse. Your fans built out that stadium. They packed out that stadium. That was a punk performance from América. They legitimately wilted throughout the game, and they thought that penalty was going to be enough. Frauds. A bunch of frauds. LAFC, they knew this was their chance to right a wrong from 2 years ago. Also, make their season worth more than it could be. This was the LAFC we've come to know. And Bouanga put this team on his back and said, I'm taking you there, whether you like it or not. A goal and an assist. Man of the match, Denny Bouanga. Because he took LAFC to the Club World Cup. When they were out of it, knowing out of it, and then they got a chance, a reprieve, to get back in there, to get in there. They took it. América, they thought it was their divine right. They walked like their ish didn't stink. And what happened? LAFC fought their ass off. At first, they thought there was no chance. They were afraid of the aura of América. La hora de las águilas. Nope. After 20 minutes, that wore off. They started working harder, pushing, and they scored. After giving up a penalty that could have screwed them. Even though it was a correct penalty. I shouldn't say screwed, but you get my point, right? Fracasazo. It is. It's the biggest failure in Mexican football history. It is. Club-wise, at least. It is. Full-time stats are as follows. 22 shots to 11. 9 shots on goal to 4. 42% possession to 58% possession. 603 passes to 745 passes. 85% pass accuracy to 87% pass accuracy. 14 fouls to 9. 0 offside to 0. 5 yellow cards to 3. 0 red cards to 0. 11 corners to 3. LAFC deserves this win. They earned it. And they're going to the Club World Cup because they worked their asses off. They didn't see divine right. They saw work. With that being said, ¿Cómo estás, Alvaro Morales? ¿Cómo estás? LOL. ¿Cómo estás, americanistas? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Eh? Fracasazo de la América. Fracasazo. La fin de la dinastía de la América de la Jardine. ¡Lo! Televisa. Televisa. Payaso. Pinche payaso. Televisa. Payaso de la semana. ¡Eh! ¿No Copa Mundial de Clubes? Fracasazo. Cruz Azul weeps at the failure you put out. Even if they lose tomorrow, well, actually, no, today. If they lose today, they still aren't failures as much as you are. They are not going to be laughed at as much as you are. Yeah, if they lose to Vancouver, there'll be like a back page joke about them. You are the failures. You are the ones that are going to be on the front page on Monday. On the sports section. Made fun of by the Mexican press. Televisa and the club. And Jardinet's probably getting fired by the morning. He isn't making it back to Mexico City. Not because he deserves to, because he lost them $9.5 million. He's not going to be there anymore. They're getting rid of him. They're going to march him around town. They're going to march him around town. Shame, shame, shame. Game of Thrones style. Because he lost this game and lost them $9.5 million. Clowns. A bunch of clowns. Clowns of the week. América and Televisa. Get out! Fuera. Payaso de la semana. Fuera. All of you, y'all acted like it was your divine right to win this trophy, or I wouldn't even say a trophy, but this final to get into the Club World Cup. To do what? Lose to Chelsea again? To maybe beat ES Tunis, which I think they would have. I don't know about LAFC, but I think América would have beat them. But hey, they didn't make it, so who knows? And maybe beat Flamengo? Maybe. You were a bunch of jokes. Divine right, my ass. Divine right, my ass. Divine right, my ass, Televisa. Hey, Hamburglers, how does it feel to get something stolen from you? How does it feel, Robble? How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel, Morales? How does it feel? Are you crying? Are you crying? I'm sure you are. What, you gonna call out another... Hey, you're going to call up some sort of conspiracy? I can't wait to hear what you're going to say. God knows you're going to say it. Clown. Clown. Payaso. We're going to hear it. Come on. And then the rest of the Mexican press are just going to laugh and laugh and laugh at America. And then the vultures are going to circle on Jardinet. Does he deserve it? I don't know. I wouldn't say so. But if they do, and they grab his head and eat his head off his shoulders, well, tough shit. Tough shit. Tough shit. You shouldn't have seen this as divine right. That's the joke here. That's why this is funny. America got hoisted by their own ego, by their own más grande beliefs. They got hoisted. They got legitimately hoisted. They got what they deserved. They thought they had a divine right to walk into this spot because reasons. Because Televisa paid the almighty dollar to get sub-licensing rights, right? And then they don't. You're sub-licensing a tournament your team isn't even in. Oh, Schadenfreude is a beautiful thing. Schadenfreude's a beautiful thing. And LAFC deserves this win. I don't want to hear you cry and say, oh, they stole it. No. They deserve this. They fought for this. Yes, they gave up a stupid penalty, but guess what they did? Came back, equalized, won in extra time. Not even penalties. They said, boom, we're going to shut the door on you now. They weren't afraid to end. Put a dagger through your heart, through your face, to your brain, actually, both. They put a stake through you like you were a zombie. That's a vampire. Either way, you got what you deserved. You got what you deserved. And how about it? Tetracampeon, poof, gone. Toluca, slapped you around, and then you're like, oh, the Club World Cup's what matters. Slap, slap, slap a week later. 6 days, who cares? A week later. Slap, slap, slap. So what matters now? Are you going to fire Jardine? I wouldn't be surprised. Come here. Come here. When it happens, I'll tell you I told you so. He's getting fired because he lost them $9.5 million. Does he deserve it? I don't know. I don't think the tactics were the problem. It's these players. Divine right is the problem. And that's why he's going to get fired too. Hell is going to be raised by Televisa. Simple as. And I can't wait to watch the fallout of people laughing at you and then the fallout of you doing the stupidest shit you could do. Because you lost $9.5 million because Televisa is greedy. I can't wait to see you do the stupidest shit you could do. Because firing Jardine because he lost you $9.5 million, oh, I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. ¿Por qué? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I like to see it. But you ain't, because you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to throw him out with the bathwater because you lost $9.5 million because you thought it was your divine right to go to this tournament, which you never were until James Rodriguez opened his stupid mouth and shit on Messi. What, do you really think it was the multipropiedad? Do you really think that? Do you really think that? Have you seen what they do for the UEFA Champions League? They've never punished that shit before. Red Bull Salzburg and RB Leipzig were in a group once during, I think it was the Europa League. In the same group. People knew they were Red Bull clubs. The same Salzburg that went to the damn Club World Cup. Now Leipzig, they didn't make it, so it doesn't matter. It would be funny if they did and they still pulled this bullshit, but thankfully they didn't. Man City and Girona in the Champions League together. Chelsea and Strasbourg would never have been punted if both made the Champions League or the conference. They still would have been in the same. They're owned by Blue Co. The only reason they pulled this on Lyon, it wasn't because Alajuelense snitched. They only finally did something when James ran his mouth about, oh, FIFA helped Messi win the Copa. He shit on Messi. He shit on their freaking GOAT that makes this tournament worth a shit. Of course they kicked him because the only thing he wanted was to play the Club World Cup with Lyon. Play the Club World Cup, but he went to Lyon to do it. They punished him. They punished the club because they knew what he wanted. You don't run your mouth, kid. Well, he's older than me, but still, sir, you don't run your mouth. Life lesson, vital information for your everyday life. Don't run your mouth. Don't run your mouth about, oh, I'd really love to play the Club World Cup. That's why I went to Lyon. And then months later, shit on the guy who's the reason why this Club World Cup might work. Wow, that's a novel idea. Shut the fuck up. And then América got to walk in and say, you know what, we could get to the tournament we deserve to be in. How? You didn't win a Champions Cup. But, oh, because you paid some money. Okay. LAFC is the one who deserved this slot. Let's be real. If there was going to be a replacement that wasn't Alajuelense, which is what it should have been by the rules, because, you know, numbers of countries having teams that aren't in the Champions Cup, you know, 2 MLS teams are in, and then 3 Mexican teams were in. Or 2 Mexican teams were in, I should say. Technically, Alajuelense should have been in there to replace León. But, no, they didn't follow the rules because they don't care about the rules. It was reasons. So, yeah, LAFC probably deserved this more on a fair level. And they earned it. So, good for them. The fairest situation happened. And América gets egg on their face. Amazing ending. With that being said, if you love this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow at 7:55 Central, 8:55 Eastern for the CONCACAF Champions Cup Final live and review. Cruz Azul versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Suit day, baby. Also, Dynasty Stars get a month ahead tomorrow as well. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Wow. What a game. Say Bouanga's man of the match. Either way. Congratulations, Felicidades, LAFC, commiserations, America. Not that you deserve it, but peace.